In a quiet monastery nestled deep within mist-laden mountains, there lived a monk named Juro. He was known for his silence, a vow he had taken when he was a young apprentice. Unlike the other monks who studied sacred texts and debated philosophy, Juro simply listened, to the wind rustling through the pines, to the water trickling over smooth stones, and to the steady rhythm of his own breath. The monastery's abbot, Master Rio, had often spoken about the hidden power of the subconscious mind, a force that moved beneath the surface like a deep river, shaping one's reality in ways unseen. But few truly understood this teaching. One evening, a troubled young man named Daichi arrived at the monastery. His heart was heavy with doubt and fear. He sought wisdom, but found words to be empty. "I have tried everything, Master," Daichi confessed. "I meditate, I pray, I chant, but my mind is restless. I fear I will never find peace." Master Rio nodded and led Daichi to the bamboo grove behind the monastery, where Juro sat in meditation beneath a towering bamboo stalk. The abbot gestured toward the silent monk. "If words do not bring you peace, observe him," Master Rio said. For days, Daichi watched Juro. He observed how the monk moved without hesitation, his actions fluid and precise, as if guided by an unseen hand. He noticed how Juro never seemed troubled, how he accepted the world without resistance. Yet Juro never spoke a word. Daichi grew frustrated. "How can he be so at peace while I am tormented by my thoughts?" he asked Master Rio. The abbot only smiled. "Go to the river," he said. "Sit by the water and do nothing but watch." Daichi obeyed. At first, his thoughts swirled chaotically like fallen leaves caught in an eddy. But as the hours passed, he noticed the river's effortless flow, its ability to move forward without resistance. The more he watched, the more he realized that his mind, too, could be like the river, open, unforced, accepting. One day, Master Rio took Daichi back to the river. "Throw a pebble into the water," he instructed. Daichi obeyed, and they watched, as ripples spread outward until they vanished. "The conscious mind is like this," Master Rio explained. "A single thought causes ripples of disturbance, but soon they settle. What remains is the stillness beneath, the subconscious. That is where true power lies." Daichi frowned. "But how do I access this stillness?" Master Rio smiled and pointed back to the bamboo grove where Juro continued his silent meditation. "Like bamboo, you must grow patiently. Your subconscious mind already knows the way. Your only task is to step aside and trust it." Over time, Daichi stopped striving and simply allowed himself to be. He worked, meditated, and surrendered his need for control. Slowly, peace found him, not through force, but through quiet acceptance. And in that stillness, he discovered that the power he had sought was within him all along. As the seasons passed, Daichi became known for his own quiet presence. The other monks noticed the change in him, a steady calmness, an unshakable peace. He no longer sought answers through effort, but through presence. He had learned to trust the unseen forces that guided him. Years later, when Daichi had become a monk himself, a traveler arrived at the monastery, burdened by the same doubts he had once carried. The traveler asked, "How can I find peace?" Daichi simply smiled and pointed toward the bamboo grove. The traveler was puzzled. "What will I find there?" Daichi's smile deepened. "Not something to find," he said softly. "Something to remember." The traveler, curious but skeptical, walked toward the grove. And as he sat beneath the bamboo, listening to the whisper of the wind and the rustling of leaves, something within him began to shift. The answer he sought was not in words, but in the silence between them. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and let me know your thoughts. And if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a video.